Austin Mcbroom is still trying to become Jake Paul and get some recognition for boxing. Honestly, Jake and Logan have been in some crazy big fights, and it has earned them credit and millions of dollars, and a lot of respect in the boxing world, as much as not everybody wants to believe that, and it's even shocking for me to believe that. I truly can't, but they really have been seen in the boxing world, and people do sort of respect them, knowing that they have put in a lot of work, especially Jake. I mean, he really quit being a YouTuber to really focus on pushing himself and training and trying to fight the best. Austin, though, has seen what they've done and is trying his best to train and get the same sort of respect. But with his reputation, it's certainly hard, and a lot of people feel like he's only in it for the money, but I'm sure he likes it. Like, he does seem like he is putting in a lot of work, but he does have that reputation. A lot of people are just like, let's be humble about this. His first fight was last year when he fought Bryce Hall in a YouTubers versus TikTokers boxing event. And he defeated Bryce, but issues arose because fighters claimed they were not paid. That was a whole thing. Fighters not getting paid, a lot of people blaming Austin for this because his company was apparently the one that put it on. Austin faced several lawsuits following the fight from fighters. Apparently he was also threatened another lawsuit by an investor for the event. I don't think anything ever came of that, but he was definitely sued for $100 million for defamation, breach of contract, fraud, amongst other charges, and this was by LiveX Live. That was the company that hosted the live stream where people went to purchase and watch the fight live stream. Austin claimed that they were lying about the number of people who purchased the fight, claiming that they were holding on to money and being shady, and he did a whole interview about it, and that's when he was slapped with this $100 million lawsuit. And Austin, like I said, was the one that was facing a lot of the backlash for this because his name was on the event, having been the owner of Social Gloves, the company that put the entire event on, kind of making him the person in charge of distributing the winning earnings. At least he was definitely the person that everybody was looking to because he promised a lot of money to Bryce Hall. They were fighting for like $5 million, and Bryce said a whole lot that he did not see that money. Vinny Hacker came out and said that he didn't see that money. Taylor Holder came out and said he didn't see that money. There were a lot of people that were calling out Austin saying that he was not paying up like he had promised. And apparently the reason why they were not getting paid was because, according to LiveX Live, they were claiming that the fight had actually underperformed in terms of viewership. Austin predicted that the event was going to make hundreds of millions of dollars, but that was just not the case according to what they were claiming the pay-per-view stats were. There were not that many people that wanted to see Austin fight, that is for sure. And they did not sell out the stadium in which this event was being held at. But apparently the lawsuits have all been settled now, and Austin has been itching ever since the last fight to get this all settled so he can announce his next fight. And he'd been teasing for like the last year that he was going to be in another fight, and he kept saying that he was going to fight KSI, and he even stated that KSI didn't want to sign the papers and that they couldn't agree upon a location because KSI wanted to fight in the UK, and he was like, we need to fight in LA. And honestly, I think he's still a little bit bitter that he's not fighting KSI this time around because he posted this picture on Instagram. But this week, he spent most of the week teasing the fact that he was going to be in another fight. It's all been arranged and it's official and it's actually happening. He teased that it was going to be at the Crypto Arena, formerly known as the Staples Center, the same place him and Catherine did their basketball game a few years ago. And right before announcing who he was going to be fighting, he wanted to take some time to address some drama. He said, everyone always wants to tell someone else's story and create their own false narrative. Well, I finally get to speak on it and put it to rest. He said, dear YouTubers versus TikTokers event, I first want to start out by saying thank you to every single fighter who participated. Thank you all for being part of an event that people still talk about and will continue to talk about for a while. Who the F is talking about it? Because like, I honestly forgot about it till I saw this Instagram story, and then I remembered that there were all those things being said about him not paying the fighters. But we're getting to it because I think he's, gonna clear up some things about how people have been paid now. He said, "We made history together. Regardless of what people have said about the business side of the event, the entertainment side of the event was incredible, amassing over 2 billion impressions and fighters gaining millions of followers. The event was the first of its kind. Who can say they had 16 of the top social media guys get in the ring and fight each other? We did that, and we did it first." I'm gonna step in here for a second and just say that KSI was fighting, and Logan Paul and Jake, they definitely like paved the way for them to do this event. But anyway, continue, Austin. "And thank you all for being patient through this unexpected journey. Big thank you to James Harden for believing in a vision and turning it into a reality. Without you, none of it would have been possible. You're a good man and a great friend. With all that being said, I'm glad to say all of the fighters have been compensated, few that are pending due to them potentially participating in the new event, and that we are all officially able to move forward despite the less than expected financial results. All of the lawsuits have been resolved, including the lawsuits between LiveX Live and Social Gloves. This was Social Gloves' first event, and the lessons learned, many of them the hard way, during the process only make me more excited for the future. We live, we learn, we try to get better. The fighters were not the only ones who got shortchanged." Let me step in here just to say, so he promised them a lot more money than they received. I'm just gonna, okay, let's continue. "Not only did I not get paid to fight, I lost millions out of my own pocket investing in the event and trying to do right by you. Unfortunately, this is the only excuse y'all use against me to take away from my boxing abilities, and it's time that comes to an end." Now I'm gonna pause him right here. I don't think anyone is trying to say that Austin is a bad fighter, because he did beat Bryce, and it did seem like he put in a lot of work to train, and he did seem, very confident in what he was doing. The reason why he didn't get paid for the fight was because he did overpromise a lot of money to a lot of people, and he did expect a lot more people to watch the fight, attend the fight, and I think maybe he got a little cocky or a little carried away with the amount of followers that he has and the promises that he made, and that's why he ended up losing money. I don't think anyone is trying to take away from his boxing abilities, but it's not like he's fighting in someone else's event and people are like, "Oh, Austin sucks." He is putting on these events himself, and that is what is taking away from him winning the last time, because he put on the event, and that event caused him to get sued. But anyway, he says, "And it's time that comes to an end. I've always believed the hard lessons are what make who we are. If you never take risk, you aren't truly challenging yourself. I've kept my side of the story private until now. I'll slowly open up about everything leading up to my next fight. Moving forward, my next fight is with new partners who have been in the boxing space for years, and this is what they do for a living. Had I found these partners before our event, perhaps the outcome would have been different. Everyone stay tuned for my next fight in July, announcing the official date and my opponent tomorrow." So he finally made the announcement that he's going to be fighting Gib on July 30th. He put it on Instagram saying, "It's finally official. Lil Gibby better appreciate this opportunity, especially after barely beating his last opponent. Mine as well. Count this as charity work. July 30th in LA at the Crypto Arena. I'm back. I'm going to make a statement and put at beating on this baby boy. KSI, I'll see you in the ring next at the end of the year if you beat your next opponent." So he's still going after KSI. He still wants to fight KSI so badly, you guys. But something I want to say is 2 events in 1 month, 2 big events at that. Like, let's not forget that Ace Fest is the same month, like a few weeks apart from this boxing event. And Austin is hosting this boxing event. Like, this is through Social Gloves, his company. So he and Catherine are putting on a carnival, and they're putting on this boxing. I mean, you guys, truly, I hope that they can pull it off. For the sake of the people that are spending their hard-earned money on these events, I hope they pull it off. I hope that people get paid this time. I hope there's no lawsuits, but oh my goodness. And for him to admit that the last event was not a success in terms of money and that people did not get paid exactly how they thought that they were going to get paid, and it was less than expected. And for him and Catherine to get on camera and promote their Ace Family Festival and say that, they've put on events before. They're super successful events. You guys know we do it the best. Da 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 da. We know what we're getting into. So, but you're like admitting that you actually didn't know what you were doing last year. Okay, I just want to get that clear. Anyway, he seems definitely more focused on working out and trash talking on his Instagram story than anything else. And I don't know why he had to shade Bryce Hall in this by talking about his last opponent not really being into this whole thing, but that's just Austin being Austin.
Ace family, your boy's back in the ring. It's going down July 30th at Crypto Arena, aka Staples Center. Y'all know what we did there a couple years ago. We back. Y'all better pull up. Not gonna want to miss it. Already know, y'all already asking when the tickets go on sale. They go on sale very soon, in about a week or so. Just keep up with our posts so do not miss out. I thought y'all were excited about a basketball event. I couldn't imagine a boxing event. This is gonna be so exciting, so fun to watch. I really do hope Gib is taking this serious, because as you saw in the last event, my last opponent, I don't know if he took it serious. And I really need Gib to step up to the plate and make the fight, because we got to give the fans what they want. I can't even say serious. I'm about to beat this boy up.
Austin in fight mode, like when he's trying to trash talk his opponents, I know that's like a thing, but it is just so, it just really gets under your skin. Anyway, I definitely want to know what you guys think about all this, how you guys think they're going to pull off 2 events in 1 month, and what you guys think about Austin's statement about the YouTubers versus TikTokers event. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.